Hi everyone. Are you someone who tries to translate your mother tongue to English? If it is yes, please stop it. Today, the fourth tip is that start thinking in English. I know most of us have a habit of translating our mother tongue into English, but that is not right. You always end up with some mistranslating in the communication. Most of us are what to say like they are very comfortable to think in their language and then generate the words in English, but sometimes we do not get those words. And I would say that when you start thinking in your language, certain words are not available in English, and that is how you lead to mistranslation of the communication. I also agree that lots of people can listen and understand 99% of what the English speaker says, but we fail to express our ideas or thoughts because of lack of words. That's the reason why I would say that you can think directly in English so that you can have the right words. It has two benefits when you think in English. Number one, it saves time. You know, when you want to think in English, you try to have the words, what you have, the exact words in English, but it's not possible. It consumes lots of time. By the time you think in your language, then you translate in English. It takes lots of time, and sometimes sentence breaks. Number two is that you cannot translate all the words what is available in our language, and even if you get it, you cannot express the way you want it, or it doesn't sound the meaning what you want to say it and what you want to say. This leads to mislead of communication. The reason the reason why I say is that most of our conversations are held up with that. Even few minutes back, I had a session where we had a debate session. They were trying, each and every sentence they were trying to translate it. Some were trying to think in regional languages like Tamil, Kannada, Hindi, and so on. And by the time they could deliver the sentence, it was totally different. And they said that, ma'am, this is not what I meant to say, because the listeners only understands what the end sessions are. This is how it happens. Now, I would say that how to learn or how to think in it. That's the next question. How do we think in English? Very simple. As I told you, the very first steps. Learn phrases, small phrases. Take some phrases which is very common. For example, like come in, let's go out. It's very easy. Come in. You know the meaning of come, and you also know the meaning of in. Start with small phrases which is easy for you to grasp it, and keep practicing it. I see people learn today, they practice for today, and the next day they forget it. Don't do that. Repetition always works a lot. Try keep doing it again and again and again. Repeat it. You will do an amazing job. When you start repeating it, it gets stored, and that is how you can put into practice. You know, everything needs training. You just can't just see and get things done. You need to practice a lot. This practice can be done by repetition. Even I do this. If I want to practice something, I write down. First of all, I write what I want to practice. So in today's episode, I could not do anything much. I didn't have time to practice. I was supposed to come at 11 o'clock, but unfortunately I was stuck up with some other urgent, important meetings, so I couldn't do it. So today I didn't practice, and I'm not very fluent in what I want to speak. But I came out with the fourth tip today is that think in English, because as I've been committed to do what I want, so do it on Sundays. So how does this tip is going to help you? Start small conversation doesn't mean that you have to start with 3-4 lines. I know for beginners it's very difficult, as it sounds to be very new to you. But once you put this into process, it becomes very easy for you to go ahead with the daily conversation. You might be wondering, where do I start with it? At home, or with your neighbors, with your child, or with your spouse, or anywhere. Or sometimes whatever you read, you can practice it. Take a sticker, put it on the board where you can see it frequently. If it's a housewife, you can stick it on their kitchen. Certain small phrases where it reminds you. You need to put little bit of effort, else it doesn't come. And one more thing, what I notice is that when you are listening to some speaker, keep guessing what is going to say. So when you keep guessing what is going to say, you will be prepared to answer it. your mind is so busy in processing the information and remember and what to say. So when your mind is busy in processing the informations, obviously you'll be preparing what you want to say, and when your turn comes, you will be absolutely confident and say it. So it's just not listening. Always take a chance, be participative when you are in a webinar or when you are in a meeting, so that even one line of yours makes you happy. Pat yourself if you are doing something new. Max to max, limit your translation, like converting your mother tongue into English. That will really reduce your speed. Another one, you don't feel like you won't be satisfied because the meaning is little bit different. For example, if I want to say do nothing, do nothing. How do you put this in your language and see what's the meaning you get? So you may feel that I want to say this, but when you start converting it your mother tongue to English, the meaning changes. So this is what I would say. Another one, what I would like to say is that grab words or small phrases, write down and keep repeating it. Repetition is the best exercise what you can do it. When you see something or when you see some small paragraphs, just target for 2-3 lines, whatever it is, and keep repeating it. If you want to go for phrases, take some phrases of around 5 to 6 words, or practice with some quotes, and see that you do only with no translation required there. No matter what language you speak at home, max to max, avoid translating and try to think only in English. It works really good. And you will have more of data when you get this kind of information. Listen to some speakers and make a point. If you are a participator in that meeting or something, at least make a point to answer one of his questions, or if you want to ask some questions, keep guessing what the speaker might ask, or how can I ask question. In this way your mind keeps busy, because your mind is busy in processing information rather shattering your mind here and there. So when your mind is busy in preparing information, obviously you will be able to answer over there, or you will be able to ask some simple questions. I see when I do a webinar, when I come across webinars, sometimes people are silent. Listening is really good. I don't say it's not good. It's really good. But also be participative by putting simple questions. And how do you get a chance to speak English? So people want to speak English, but without any effort, you cannot do this. So this is my 4th tip for the day. Today the tip is think in English and slightly, and bit by bit, gradually reduce translating your mother tongue into English. I hope these tips will be useful. So let me come with another tips on next Sunday. Until then, it's your Anuradha Sri signing off, your career communication coach. Bye-bye.